Diary by Bread, we're going to be in standard tuning, no capo. We're going to go through each part individually. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to do a full playthrough from beginning to end of each of those parts with the tab up on the screen so that you can play along as well. For bar 1, I suggest using your ring and middle fingers to fret our first chord here, which is a partial D here. That just sets us up really nicely for bar 2 to then go and bar our second chord in bar 2. You certainly can play it like this. Barring, however, just sets us up a little bit more comfortably for our third chord, which is our C over G here. So if you do this, it's just a little bit more of a reach, but certainly not a, not a deal breaker. Barring, I just find it'll be a little bit more comfortable. And then we go into our C over G. And then we bar our fourth chord in bar 4, which is a G. And you actually don't even have to do a full bar. You can get away with doing just these two frets here, as opposed to this. For bar 5, we have a little bit of a strange chord here. I suggest fretting it in this manner, where your pinky is on the 3rd fret of the high E string, and then your pointer and middle fingers grab the 2nd frets of these 2 strings here. When we go into bar 6, all we have to do is lift off our first 2 fingers, which sets us up nicely to go into our next little progression here, which starts with a D7. And all we need to do is just slide our pinky down and put down these 2 fingers to complete the D7. So bar 5 to bar 6, and then to the D7. And here you'll see why I set us up in this manner. We go to this E flat diminished 7 chord, and because our pointer finger is hanging out here, it's free to grab the 1st fret very comfortably. So we have... So that's very minimal movement through 3 bars that we're able to choreograph very comfortably. Bar 8 isn't much more complicated. All we do is we slide our pinky finger back up and we put our pointer finger down on the 2nd fret of the D string. So you see how a little bit of planning there sets us up really nicely to not really have to do a whole lot. We then go into our chorus, which the first time through is a little abbreviated. We're only going to do 1 line here. On future iterations of the chorus, he extends it with the second part of the chorus, which we'll go over next. But for right now, we're on just the chorus. Bar 9 is pretty simple with a standard C. Bar 10, we go to a G. And here our right hand varies slightly from what we've done thus far. We hit the bass note of our G. We hit it again. And then we have to strike again on the A string to get that 2nd fret. So it's a couple quick strikes with the thumb. Let me go back to the C. And repeat. And bars 10 and 12 are pretty similar, but the end is slightly different, which in the end doesn't matter too much, but if you want to be really technical, you can pay attention to the differences there. Bars 10 and 12 are basically the same, but they end slightly differently, which you can see in the tab. 13, we go back to a standard D chord. We're going to fret it a little bit differently though. We're going to fret it just like this, as opposed to this, which you're probably more familiar with. You're going to shift your fingers, put your pinky on the 3rd fret, and then your 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 2nd frets, there. Which sets us up similar to what we had done with the D7 earlier, so that we can grab the 1st fret of the D string here. So in bar 13 we have... If we had fretted it like this, we really don't have any way to get to that 1st fret. So we want to make sure that we fret the D chord like this. In bar 14, when we go to our E minor, because we had fretted our D in this manner, we're not able to just slide our pinky up like we had done before. We do have to lift off and put our pinky down there again. And I do suggest using your pinky because when we go into bar 15, all of our fingers are free to grab our C chord. So from bar 13 we have... And then we go into an A minor 7, back into a regular D in bar 16. This one, however, we're going to fret standard, like normal, because we want to be able to reach the C chord with our pinky. It's very sneaky. Requires a little bit of dexterity there. Bar 17. It's a G, then to a C. And here we go into this B7 sus chord. Fan it out or just do as I have in the tab there. Bar 19 is for the first time through. The second time through, we skip bar 19 and we go straight to bar 20, which ends up being our outro. So we end on just a simple G, C, G progression.